Morning guys, it's a bit of a chatty video today. First things first, I've kind of kept it a bit quiet. I'm actually a bus driver, and yeah, so I'm not the fittest of mountain bikers in the world. But I don't know if you've noticed, my content has become a bit less frequent. The reason for that is that when I started the channel up, I was signed off sick because I was diagnosed with sleep apnea, and it was a long old process to get my licence back and get back into work. So now I'm back into work. Yeah, the time I get to actually go out and ride bikes is a lot less. And as well as that, in my free time, I've been respraying my car, ready for a show at the end of August. Anyway, enough of the car. As you can see from the little clip that I put up, it's pretty damn awesome. Yeah, back to mountain biking. It was a little while back now I posted up a video in the manual trainer on the Saracen Raw 2, and it's recently hit 11k views. Bit itchy today. Yeah, 11k views, that's absolutely amazing, guys. And it was a basic video, there was no chatting in it or anything like that. I just put a bit of background music to me playing about in a manual trainer, and it was a shorts video, and it's just over 11,000 views now, which is absolutely amazing. Hopefully I'll get a bit more content like that that's got a bit more views. I think the Enrage video of me out the back of the house just messing around doing a few track stands and what have you, that's getting near to the 10k views now, which is brilliant. So yeah, the channel seems to be picking up pretty well. Yeah, one of the latest things was I changed the Saracen Raw 2 to a Enrage XCR, which is a square framed, Y-framed, steel frame, full sus bike. Yeah, it's a brilliant bike. I mean, I modified it a bit by welding the Saracen cups onto the steer tube so I could get a 1/18 or 1/8 steer tube to fit it, which means that I've now got the tri-clamps off the Saracen, we've got the rear shock off the Saracen, I've got the wheels off the Saracen. What else did I do? The bottom bracket. Yeah, completely changed the bike, put the hydraulic brakes on it, disc brake on the rear, and to be honest, it's a lot more sturdier than what the Saracen was, because what was happening with the Saracen was with the rear swing arm, it always felt a little bit flimsy on it, and I wasn't too confident on it. I mean, regarding welding the head tube, I've had a few mates sort of sit there and they're a bit worried it's a bit weak and whatever else. Well, I've actually welded inside and outside the cups, and so far it feels pretty solid. I mean, I haven't really sent it massively. I probably never will. until I get something a bit more up to the task, you know. I mean, one of my ultimates would be a Saracen Mist. I love those bikes. Right guys, that was a little clip of the Enrage there, and to be honest, I think it looks pretty awesome. It rides nice. The suspension and everything else feels a bit more plush compared to the Saracen because it's slightly heavier. The other bike that I am currently building will be a Carrera Vengeance 27.5 frame bike. I did try and put 26-inch wheels on it with some 26-inch RST Strike forks, I think they were, but with that it seemed to sit a little bit too low to the ground, and with it the crown race that was on the RST forks, I think it's a little bit too small because it doesn't fit into the bearings very nicely. And yeah, it's quite interesting trying to ride a bike with the steering that seems to jam. Yeah, it's a bit scary. So I've managed to get a set of RockShox forks. They need a major overhaul, but I got them for about 20 quid. We got a set of wheels off somebody that I bought the Enrage off, and what the guy does is he upcycles like bikes that were put for scrap, and he builds up bikes and sells them on cheap, and yeah, makes a little profit out of it. It's a good little thing to do. And I was after some 27.5-inch wheels, and he was after 26-inch wheels. So I had a whole stack of them, and I said, look, you know, I'll swap them over, and that's what we did. We did a straight swap, and so now I've got the wheels for it. Just waiting for the let's try that again. Just waiting for a new crown race to turn up for it, and the forks, and some new tyres as well. So I'm going for the Cross King Continental tyres, and the idea of the hardtail will be that I might try starting to ride to work so I can get the fitness up a bit, and when I hit the trails I'll be able to do some more. So I think it's going to be quite a decent bike when it's done. The only thing is with the front wheel, it'll probably have a set of V-brakes on it because the front wheel hasn't got a disc brake hub on it, so it will be used with rim brakes. Eventually I might upgrade it and get some hydraulic rim brakes, because I remember years and years ago one of my mates, he had a trials bike and he had the hydraulic rim brakes on it, and they were just as good as disc brakes. But yeah, we'll see how that one goes. There was a few pictures of the Carrera. As you can see, it's a little bit low to the ground and what have you, with the 26-inch wheels on it. Yeah, my progress. Well, I think I was progressing quite well. Okay, I've got to get back into it again. One of the things I did do was I think I damaged my coccyx quite badly, my tailbone, and that was through once I'd built the N-Rage. Like an idiot, I took the rear disc brake apart and bin hydraulics. What I should have done was check to see if there was any air in the system, because I had it apart and I didn't. And I went out, tried to do a manual on the XCR, and I went too far, started to loop out, so I pulled the back brake, which I should have checked, and what happened was it didn't have the desired effect of bringing the front wheel back down, and I fully looped out, landed with my feet still on the pedals, in a seated position, and for several weeks after that I couldn't ride. If you ever land on your coccyx, it is the most painful thing in the world. Try and avoid it if you can, because it does hurt, and it put me out of riding for several weeks, and it was just horrible. But anyway, yeah, on the Progress, I'll chuck up a few clips. There's Twisted Oaks, that was brilliant, absolute brilliant day up there, and I actually progressed to clear a tabletop jump, and I landed it beautifully. I completely cleared it, landed on the landing, and got that little arc that you get when you jump, got it spot on. It was absolutely brilliant, that was. What else is there? My manuals have sort of gone on hold a bit. I did do another video in the manual trainer on the XCR, which was testing out this little microphone here, which it does seem to work really well. I'm going to get a bit more done in the manual trainer, I think, and try and see if I can finally get a half decent manual going. What else is there? Kind of running out of things to talk about, really. I need to get back out on the trails, really, and get that XCR flying about in the air. All recently, the Basildon Council have rebuilt the skate park, which I did a little video on. That was in the evening. I was a bit tired, so it wasn't the greatest video in the world, and that I think that skate park's going to be a good place to practice getting a bit of air on the XCR, on the N-Rage, and excuse me, yeah, get my get my skills dialed in a little bit on there. I think that's going to be quite useful. There's a little stair set there. You've got a quarter pipe there. What else is there? There's a few little potential places you could get some transfers in. I think there's a couple of little hip jumps that you could get in there somewhere as well. It's going to be really useful to dial in a few of the skills, and hopefully when it's not too busy over there, I can get over there and get some videos in of that. Anyway guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. There'll be a few little video clips and snippets from the channel. Anyway, don't forget, hit that like and subscribe button, and enjoy riding, guys. Thanks for listening. I'm glad you stayed with us there. Take care.